here for Carpenter Street improvements at 5th and 6th Street. We applied for safety funds with IDOT and were awarded about $2 million in HSIP Safety Improvement Project funds. What we're looking to do is widen Carpenter Street from 7th Street to just west of 5th Street, putting turn lanes in at 5th and 6th.
Is going to be widened. We're adding left turn lanes between 5th and 6th Streets, and the traffic signals will be completely replaced and upgraded. So Lockmuller Group is performing the Phase 1 and Phase 2 engineering services, which includes, as you mentioned, survey of the area, understanding where the existing right-of-way is and the existing roadway elevations, those types of things. We also observed all of the crash reports for the past 5 years, the most recent 5 years of available data from the Department of Transportation. And when we reviewed the crash data, we saw similar results in the data that the city had noticed from public comment and just being in this area and serving the constituents, that there were a lot of angle and turning crashes at both intersections at 5th and 6th, indicative of people turning vehicles not having a dedicated and safe space to wait to complete their turns, and without mast arm pole-mounted signals, they currently don't have left turn indications either, because there's not a dedicated left turn lane. So left-turning vehicles have to wait for a gap in opposing traffic and hope that there's a gap in opposing traffic to make a turn, and that's not always the safest condition.
Still be 2 lanes, both directions.
Correct, but there will be a middle turn, a left turn lane. Correct.
It will help the improvement of traffic flow. It's going to get those cars that are looking to turn left on either 5th or 6th Street off of Carpenter, gives them a dedicated lane to get into, and allows free flow traffic to move, and it helps improve visibility around those turns as well. Another big improvement is we're going to replace the traffic signals, put signals over the road on mast arms, improve the visibility of those signals, and hopefully looking for a significant reduction in the amount of crashes we're having. So we looked at crash data all across the city. These were identified as 2 streets that had higher than average crashes. IDOT has a lot of good data for us to look at that shows us that this is higher than normal. We identified the types of crashes, looked at the infrastructure in place. We got with Lockmuller Group, who is our consultant. They've been working on selecting countermeasures, helped us apply for those grants, and we've been working on it for about a year now in the preliminary design phase. Right now we're still in the Phase 1 phase, so we're going through a lot of the studies. We're going through IDOT approvals on several different items. We're thinking that will take probably another 6 months, hoping to get into the plans later this fall and winter, and hope to start construction in the spring of 2025.
And how much is it going to cost?
Cost estimates will officially be part of our next phase of the project, but the City of Springfield was successful in receiving over $2 million in state funding for the construction of this project. And the city was successful in securing funding for this project through the HSIP program, which is the Highway Safety Improvements Program. And as part of that process, we helped them to submit an application that attempts to quantify the safety benefits that will be realized from that public money, from spending that public money, and they scored very well and were successful in obtaining that funding. So we're thrilled for the community.